Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Mrs. Vandu's Math Movies. This is Lesson 5-2 for Course 2, 4th period. We're going to be looking at unit rates and proportional reasoning. So we want to find unit rates and use unit costs with proportions. Okay, so we have a few vocabulary words, so let's get started. A rate is a ratio that compares two quantities measured in different units. A very common rate would be miles per hour, how fast someone's traveling. It might be involved with cost, like cost per day if you're going traveling or something like that. So anytime you're comparing two things that are measured in different units because they have to be, that's generally going to be called a rate. A unit rate is a unit rate, okay, the key word here is unit, is the rate for 1 unit of a given quantity. Okay, so if I have something to spread out among several people, I might figure out how much each person gets per person. That would be a unit rate. Per household, per mile, per, anything for one is a unit rate. A similar concept is a unit cost. A unit cost is in fact a unit rate. That gives the cost per unit, or the cost for one. Okay. All right. Let's look at doing some things with this information now. Finding a unit rate. You earn $33 for 4 hours of work. Find the unit rate of dollars per hour. Okay, so again, this is telling us dollars per hour. So dollars is going to be our top number. Hours is going to be our bottom number. Let me make that just a little bit larger for you. There you go. Okay. So we're going to divide the first quantity by the second quantity. Now, you're not always going to get whole numbers, and that's okay. Our second quantity is 4. So if you want to write of 4 over here to remind yourself that that's the second quantity, go ahead and do that. Take a calculator and do 33 divided by 4, and you're going to get 8.25. 4 divided by 4 is 1. We generally don't even write that part, but you can put 8.25 over 1 if you'd like. What this tells us is that the unit rate that this person earns is $8.25 for 1 hour, or it might even be said as $8.25 per hour. So again, it's just finding how much you would get paid for 1 hour's work, and this is a case where you're not always going to get paid full dollars. You're going to get paid dollars and cents and so forth. And that is certainly acceptable. Okay, using unit cost to find total cost. Use the unit cost to find the total cost. 7 yards of ribbon at 39 cents per yard. Here is my unit cost. So this is telling me how much 1 yard is going to cost. If I know how much 1 yard is going to cost, I need to find out how much 7 yards is going to cost. Okay, so we've done an estimate here. 39 times 39 cents round to 40 cents. 40 times 7 is about $2.80. So the actual cost, though, is going to be, you take the unit cost, it's right here for you, unit cost times the number of units that you're going to purchase. So 1 unit, 1 yard, costs 39 cents. In this case, we're looking at purchasing 7 yards. So we're going to do 0.39 or 39 cents times 7, and that gives you $2.73. So the total cost of 7 yards of ribbon is $2.73. So the total cost of $2.73 is close to our estimate, so $2.73 is reasonable. Again, remember, that's one of the big things about estimates. They help us determine, am I dealing with something that is reasonable? Okay? All right, you have a couple of examples here, or quick checks. Do those now or later at your choice. I'm going to continue on with examples so that the tape doesn't run too long. And here we go. Using unit cost to compare. We can use unit cost to decide which is the better buy. In other words, if I'm going to be buying several items, and I can break each one of them down into a unit cost, so I can determine which one costs the least per unit, or the least for one, that's going to be determined as the better buy. Okay, so I have two situations here. 3 pounds of potatoes for 89 cents, 5 pounds of potatoes for $1.59. So I'm going to find the unit cost of each side. So the cost of 89 cents divided by the size of 3 pounds. So you're going to take 0.89 divided by 3. And I'm actually going to, what you're going to find is that you're going to get a long decimal like this, 0.2966, and the 6 keeps repeating. So we're going to round that to the nearest cent, usually. Sometimes we will need to look at it to the nearest thousandth. The nearest cent is going to be 2 places. So the 9 is in the hundredths place. I look at the 6. That makes 29 go up 1 to 30. Okay? So that's about 30 cents per pound. Next situation, 1.59 divided by 5. And when I get this, I get in my calculator 0.318. Okay, so again, money, or to the nearest cent, would be to the nearest hundredth. So the 8 says the 1 should go up to a 2. So this, instead of 0.31, is now 0.32. Or about 32 cents per pound. Cents, 30 cents per pound is less than 32 cents per pound. The 3 pounds of potatoes for 89 cents is the better buy. Okay, so here what I'm looking for is the lowest, or the lower unit cost. So that's what I'm looking for, and that equals the better buy. And this is strictly based on numbers, not preferences or anything else, just based on numbers. Okay? All right. You have a situation right here about apple juice, so you're going to need to do something similar to example number 3 here and determine which is the better buy. Okay, so have these ready for discussion in class the next time we meet. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye now.